Alright guys, hello, it is Krahmon, back here again with another deck review for Magic the Gathering Arena. This one is a Selesnya deck. It's white-green, and I don't know, this one's just fun. I don't have a ton of the cards for Selesnya right now, so I just kind of did my own thing with it. Of course, we'll be using Llanowar Elves for mana ramping. And we'll be using Revitalize for gaining life and also drawing cards, so just help keep the deck going, hopefully. Also, 3 Take Vengeance, because I will be running the Kinjalli Sunwing. When I run white, I tend to use that for some reason. I did splash just a tad of black with this card, Find and Finality. Mainly, I'll be using it for Find, for return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. And I can pay that with just plain green if I want. And then if I want to use Finality, I can do that as well. So, I mean, it was kind of a twofer. I can run that either way I want. Next is Invoke the Divine, and that is 3-cost instant where you destroy target artifact or enchantment and gain 4 life. Very fun. And next, of course, is Kinjalli Sunwing, 3-cost 2/3 flying dino, and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Again, Take Vengeance and Kinjalli's is like one of my favorite combos right now for some reason. Next is Luminous Bonds, 3-cost enchantment aura. Enchant creature. The enchanted creature can't attack or block. Very handy on some of the big creatures that you can't quite get rid of immediately. We've got 3 Elvish Rejuvenators in here, so it's a 3-cost 1/1 Elf Druid, and when it enters the battlefield, you can look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Just for ramping purposes, really, is what this one's for. So, but also becomes a good chump blocker. Next, we have Grow from the Ashes. And this is a 3-cost sorcery with a kicker of 2. And its ability is search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. If the spell is kicked, instead search for 2 basic land cards and put them onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Next, Jadelight Ranger. This is honestly one of my favorite green cards right now. It's just really fun. It's got a lot of potential and can help manipulate your deck, so it's really fun for that. Next, we have the Reclamation Sage. And when it enters the battlefield, you can destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's a 3-cost 2/1. Next, we have the Atzocan Seer, I think is how you say it, anyway. And this is a 3-cost 2/3 human druid. You can tap it for 1 of any color. And you can also sacrifice it to return target dino from your graveyard to your hand. That comes into play because I have a few dinos, the Kinjalli Sunwing and these Carnage Tyrants as well. So just more recurrence is what that's for. I would like to run probably 2 more of these. I just don't have them yet. So that may be a change coming here later on. But anyway, next we have the Carnage Tyrant. And this one is just 6-cost 7/6 dino, can't be countered, and has trample and hexproof. Very potent. This one's a pretty hot card right now, from what I've seen. Next, we have a Camaraderie. I'm not running, even if I have more of these, I'm probably not going to run maybe 1 more at most for it, simply because it costs so much to cast. But you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control. And creatures you control get +1/+1 till the end of turn. So it's overall pretty decent card. Next, we have the Worldsoul Colossus. And this is a 2-cast with X, and has Convoke, and also enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it. Now, Convoke, as you can see here, is your creatures can help you cast this spell. Each creature you tap while casting the spell pays for 1 generic or 1 mana of that creature's color. So this can come into play if you've got a lot of creatures. This can really be super powerful if I'm remembering the mechanics properly. I think you can Convoke it to get the X going, so I'm not sure though. I'll find out from gameplay, and if it turns out that way, I'm probably gonna ditch this card. You know. Next, we've got 9 plains, 10 forests, 3 Selesnya Guildgates, and an unknown shore to help. I'll probably run an additional this one when I get another, and this will just help with mana fixing. On next to the sideboard, Ajani's Welcome. Great little enchantment. If I decide I'm not I'm unable to keep my life total up prior to getting somewhere, I'll probably swap over and start using these. It's a 1-cost enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. So I use this in my mono white deck very efficiently. Very nice little card. And then also I have the Healer's Hawk. Similar reason. It's a 1-cost 1/1 flying lifelink. Just really good little bird that can net you some early life gain. Plus it's a flyer, so it's also a speed bump. And then 2 Remorseful Cleric, so it's just a 2-cost 2/1 Spirit Cleric with flying. And you can sacrifice it to exile all cards in target player's graveyard. And I apologize for any of the background noise. I do have a train going by right now. Next we have Titanic Growth. 2-cost instant. Target creature gets +4/+4 till the end of turn. Really, really fun little instant. Like going in, say you were swinging with like a Healer Hawk, and they're like, "Oh, I'll let it go." Cast this, suddenly you're gaining 5 life, and they're losing 5 life. So, kind of fun. Also a good baiting card. They attack you, you block with a chump, they think everything's cool, then you Titanic Growth it, and then suddenly their creature dies, and you're sitting there pretty. Next we have an additional Invoke the Divine, just in case I run heavily into artifacts or enchantments that are causing me problems. And also 3 Blanchwood Armor, which is a 3-cost aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each forest you control. This can be a fun card. It's better in mono green, but in a 2-color deck that heavy focuses on land drops, this is a nasty card. So anyway, guys, that is my current Selesnya deck, and I hope you enjoyed the little review. Hopefully it gives you some ideas on some of the things you can do, and if you think of anything to help me out, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you on what my thoughts for it are for any changes that you may have. And anyway, thank you for hanging out with me in this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.